Fancy meeting you here. Today, I'm gonna introduce my Mercedes bus project, why it's so special, why it's so cool, what I have to do on it. That's why I have a whole notebook worth of maintenance items, things to change, things to improve. So let's get to it. This is a 2013 Mercedes-Benz Veto conversion. Basically, it's just a Veto bus van thing that a company has basically changed, customized, whatever, improved. It's a whole lot taller. Entire extra bit is like a fiberglass extension, so there's quite a lot more space on the inside. I'll show you the details on the inside as well, but it's basically all luxury and leather seats and so on. There's a whole lot, a bunch of electronic stuff. On this side, they've also done the little, step ramp side skirt thing. On the back, there's also a handicap lift, which kind of opens up. The handicap little lift comes out. There's little work lights that you can turn on from the inside. Like I said, they've done quite a lot of electronic improvements in the van. I believe this is the highest level of whatever custom van. I think there's business and then there's whatever business VIP. I'm gonna show you the inside as well real quick. All right, so obviously the first thing you're gonna notice, presumably, custom seats. But as you step in, there's a whole bunch of electronics that they've added on. But the main thing is this little remote here. Hello. This little LCD screen here controls the whole lighting setup in the car. It controls the TV that's in the car. It controls the front light bar, working lights at the top of the van at the back. But basically, that's one of the major sort of, selling points. There's a GPS, of course, here, which, might have been a thing in 2013, I guess. I'm gonna remove this probably. There's a phone holder here. There's also a hands-free system from like 2013 with a phone holder here, like the Nokia Mercedes phone or whatever, but I maybe already went a little ham on it and just cut it out, so that's no longer there. It used to be there. And then I think at the front there's not much else. I think, there's the media entertainment remote here with which I can control the TV in the back. And then at the front here as well, you have these LED lights, the whole ceiling that they've done. I guess next up, we're gonna jump in the back. One of the really nice things, which I think I've already shown in the previous video, because pulling your own door, so plebeian. Alright, as you can see, I guess this was customized to be a hotel shuttle bus or something, but like leather seats and like a little working desk. There's obviously all these LED lights, little curtains. There's like orange ground lights. I have a heater control here as well, or an AC controller. There's obviously the massive TV. There's also a speaker sound system here. On top of here on the roof, there's the vent out as well to circulate the air. Alright, so obviously, the first things that I may or may not have already done, because of the way my timelines work, and they're way more confusing like the entire plot of Interstellar. It's a bit of a quantum situation where I may already have done the maintenance, but I haven't shown it yet, or I haven't done it, and it's gonna be the next clip that I show. Anyway, Schrodinger's maintenance. We won't know that the maintenance is done unless we observe the maintenance done. Obvious first things is, right, like all the oils. You want to go over the cooling, AC, brake fluids, all the filters. Probably have to do the brakes at some point. I also observed underneath when I was, or might not have been yet, I don't know, that I need to do quite a few bushings again, rear shock absorbers, and I think the front right suspension was a bit squeaky as well. But, it's relatively good for how much it's been driven. I think it's received quite good care because, it's been a professional van, and with that sort of mileage, it's been driven constantly. The age of the car can be the years, the mileage, or what you call like the engine cycles, where it goes from cold to hot to cold again, and anything like this that's been run as a hotel or an airport shuttle or a taxi would have very likely seen constant use. So 10 hours a day doing mileage. However, the engine isn't cooling off, getting heated up, cooling off again. So it should be quite good. Okay, so that's the maintenance part. Other stuff to do on this fan, there's a whole lot that I want to do. Now, I'm not going to go crazy and pimp my ride and have air suspension on this, but there's quite a lot of fixing up to do or tweaking things. So first off, I want to say this isn't going to be one of those camper vans with like a kitchen inside. I have no need for it. I think it's cool like it is. However, it's gonna need quite a lot of paint work. There's chips and holes in this paint in the hood all over. All the front wings here. This front bumper is quite damaged, as you can see from the previous video as well, right? This needs to be either repaired or a whole new bumper. Probably gonna put the bar back, the light bar, because the light bar is also connected to the controller. Mercedes are quite known for this. There's also a lot of potential rust spots. It's not a lot, definitely not yet, but all of these kind of the paint that's chipped away, I would want to get this sorted out as well and repainted so I wouldn't have massive rust spreading under these little mud guards. Same case, you can see there's a little bit of a rust sprout underneath. The bottom sills, as you can see, same thing again, paint chipping. And there's quite a lot of this. I mean, it's not completely rusted, it's just soon it would very likely start rusting. And this keeps going throughout the entire van, right? Yeah, I'm stuck. No, I'm not, I'm fine. Rear door hinges, again, nothing catastrophic. However, I would like to get this sorted so it wouldn't spread and start destroying the door. I would like to get the handicap elevator working. So lots and lots of small painting kind of fixes to do. Rear door latches, because they were rusted shut basically. So I need new ones for that to actually get the rear doors to work properly. Again, like lots of small things, right? There's little one of these window wiper plastics is missing and it's so annoying. So annoying. Other than that, it's great. Let's go inside now. From a driver's perspective, is that the door here, the hinge, I think has actually suffered some damage from, I don't know, maybe overuse. And they try to fix it by just kind of like adding some weld to it. But the door doesn't move as smoothly as it should now. The driver seat, you can see that there's been a ton of use here. Like the custom seat leather is a bit faded and the bolster or the cushion on this side is just kind of collapsed. Because I'm guessing the driver getting in and out was just like sliding it in and then sliding out and then crushing this seat padding. Door panels, Veto bus is normally the sort of goods van, right? It's not the luxury one, but the people carrier van can actually get like proper leather front door panels as well. They're quite cheap. I want to get a whole set for the driver door, passenger door, and probably the entire dashboard as well. That's gonna be a big job, considering how much damage the dashboard has from like screw holes and monitors and phone holders. It might just be easier to replace the whole thing rather than going to the dashboard and start fixing it or flocking it. I don't know, maybe, but I think it's just gonna be easier to do the whole thing again. So that's a big thing for me. Also maybe put some sound insulation, because I feel like the interior has gotten a lot of love, right? You have leather comfort seats and a custom AC at the back, whereas the sort of driver position has been left very van-like. Actually, speaking of the whole,
I'm sorry. Anyway, continue.
Speaking about the dashboard, a lot of that electronic stuff needs updating as well, right? So radio doesn't work, or at least the radio works, the screen doesn't work. So what I'm thinking, replace this probably with a like a large Android unit, because then I don't need to have a phone holder because I can pair it with the Android. There's also a reverse camera that I can then connect up to the Android. I'm not gonna need the GPS, right? Because everything's on phone, so if I can just pair my phone to the Android, then I'll have GPS as well. I can very likely find an Android unit as well with which I should be able to control the rear TV. Just should be a better fit in general. And even with the new dashboard, I could still use a lot of the ventilation and preheating stuff. And then I can get rid of these buttons. Now, I'm a little bit confused about finish, but I'm guessing Navi means navigation. So that turns on the navigation, which I'm not gonna need, so that's gonna be another hole. There is a buhu, which might be a blower, or it means a head. No, I don't know. I did it again, didn't I? Screws, blows, and holes. Anyway, just make it nicer. That's what I want to do. Oh, don't beep at me. Where are you beeping at me? Stop beeping at me. There's also a button for the whatever taxi sign at the top of the roof, because I think this was then run as a taxi after the shuttle bus experience or whatever as well. I want to get rid of it, but since it already has power cables, then maybe I should get like a forward mounted camera on it or something. I don't know, actually, I need ideas what to do with that.
Touch the buttons and let them know.
2013, bro. Oh yeah, it's got parking sensors, but yeah, that's not remarkable. Is there anything else I want to do to this van? Stop beeping at me, please. Electronics wise, head unit replacement, connect up the rear camera. Hopefully it's good enough. If not, replace the rear view camera, maybe get a front view camera, and then sort out the TV. Actually, let's go to the TV real quick as well. Oh, I'm gonna slide off. All right, so the TV, honestly, I have tested the TV, it works. I can test it again. And it does have a DVD in it, so it plays. But I don't think there's much.
Wait. It's got a DVD in the DVD player?
It currently has a DVD player inside the DVD player. DVD inside the DVD player.
What does it play? What is it?
You want to see it?
Yes.
See? The screen works.
What is this?
It's Riemukas Robinson Berge. I'm guessing it's. You know what? I have no idea. Let me give it a good cleanse. There we go. It's playing. Riveting content. Oh, actually, wait. Can I forward? Ah, there you go. There's the cartoon. I am not gonna start buying DVDs just so I can play DVDs in my van. What I would like to do with this, either connect this with the Android head unit. If I'm taking a longer road trip with this van, the people in the back can just like take a phone video and cast it onto the screen, or Netflix app via their phone and then just share the screen here kind of thing. Also, I think these are air vents. Relevant.
Can you watch Netflix on your phone?
You can watch it on your iPad, so iOS. So yes, you can watch it on your phone.
Is there a Netflix app for your phone?
Same as it is on the iPad, yeah.
Are you sure?
No. So again, like if I could run this screen off of the Android, that would probably be the simplest for me. And then I just duct tape this. Just problem solved. So in short, I think there's a lot of small improvements to do. I think already by itself, it's just cool. It's weird. Like you don't normally get a 9-seater luxury van, right? And yeah, I like it. I think that's the most important thing with any of these projects, right? I have to have this enthusiasm of like, oh yes, I want to fix this up, and oh, I want to sort that out, and I want to get whatever TV working properly, and so on. So I think this is going to be quite an interesting project. I think the big thing is the dashboard stuff, because I've never really taken a dashboard apart fully to replace it. So I think that's going to be really interesting. I think all the electronics part is going to be really cool, like head unit, the TV pairing, all that jazz. So yeah, I hope this offers you an insight on what I'm going to do with this van. And if this episode isn't long enough, now comes the part for the maintenance. Maybe. We'll see.
You didn't actually at all mention what's the purpose for this van. Are you going to resell it?
I think...
I don't think it's only your decision to make.
It's me and my brother that got this van together, and I think it's gonna be a keeper, as in for road trips, traveling, maybe especially so when the pandemic is over and done with. Camp, kinda, with sleeping bags here. So it's probably gonna be a keep rather than sell, yeah. I also think it would be really difficult to sell a van with 650,000 kilometers on it. So I think once we cross the 1,000,000 mile and it all goes back to zero again, it's just gonna be way easier to sell it then.